So, folks, I appreciate your patience and willingness to stick along with it. I promise that this point onwards should be mostly downhill sailing. We're getting close to the end. But if you'll recall, while we just finished the front side of our Laserdisc, we still have the back side to do, as well as the included double-sided booklet insert, whatever you'll want to call it. So, with that being the case, I'm going to hit the fast forward button and breeze on through this. And voila, there we go. Those are the remaining scans for Sherlock Holmes. Alright, now, same thing as before. Let's move on to stitching and editing. Alright, so, got everything scanned. Now we're going to move on to stitching and editing. And let me tell you folks, nothing is going to change from what I just showed you earlier. It is a tried and true process. So we're just going to speed on through this. Hey, and there you have it. We have 4 total images, front, back, and our little included insert booklet doohickey. We can pull these up and enlarge them, and you can get a good look at our scans. Look at that. Look at that. That is pretty. Oh yeah. That's some good work. But before we wrap this video up, we still got one more thing that I'd like to go through. See, I hope you ain't forgotten. We still got Buckaroo Banzai and the adventures through the 8th dimension. Now, once again, I don't believe this is anything special. It's not really all that different from what we just did, so we're just going to speed along and get to it. And just like that, all scanned and ready to go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, hold the phone for a moment. We got a little bit of an issue with this particular scan right here. Now, I'm going to pump the brakes, put this on hold, because we have a bit of a dilemma. Because if you look right here, you'll notice that the backside of Buckaroo Banzai, Adventures Across the 8th Dimension, we got a lot of discoloration. A lot of these like brownish, oranges, blotches, marring up all over the place. And it don't look right. It don't look good at all. So, what in the hell are we going to do about this? Well, rest assured, we have tools at our disposal that hopefully will assist us with this predicament. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the magic wand tool. And I'm going to adjust some things here. And well, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, that don't look too terrible. Okay. And I'm going to click here. And look at that. Look at that. I think that looks a lot nicer than it did before. Yes, sirree. Look at that. I mean, a few areas here and there need a little bit of cleanup, but otherwise, I think that's looking pretty good. So, before I close out the show, I think we ought to take a moment to take a look at our fully wrapped up scans and admire our handicraft. We've earned it. So, pull this up here. Starting off, we have Sherlock Holmes, or as is also known here in the United States, Sherlock Hound. My apologies for not referring to it as such. That's my bad. But anywho, this particular Laserdisc, which I believe is a special or an OVA or something, I don't believe it's actually part of the main series, but regardless, it's very nice. I really like the photograph perspective with all the characters here having a tea party. Very nice. So that's the front side. We have the back side right here. Very nice. We have the included extra inserts, booklet, doodad, whatchamacallit, thingamabob, I don't know. Looks like episode information, staff and cast. Very nice. And moving on here, we have the adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension. Good stuff. And then we have the backside here, which we were able to wonderfully clean up. God, I almost can't believe how good this looks. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, folks, there ain't nothing more convenient than the magic wand tool and the fill bucket. That is something else. Alright. Alright. Now, after all that hard work, sweating, heavy lifting, and strenuous effort, one question still remains. What in the hell are we gonna do with these mighty fine works of art? Well, let me tell you, there's only one thing we can do, and that's upload them to the Internet Archive. But what's that you say? Internet Archive? What in the world is that? Well, if you'll kindly oblige me a moment of your time, let me give you a spiel. See, folks, for all you who are unaware of this amazing place, this magical platform, this wonderland of hopes and dreams, the Internet Archive is old. Old as time itself. It's existed since the dawn of time. Since the creation of the internet, some say. Maybe even long before that. And it serves as a platform for like-minded individuals such as myself. People that love to conserve, preserve, and archive amazing things ranging from media, literature, music, knickknacks, doodads, you name it. All free of charge, free to view, free to enjoy, free from ownership. And that is where I make my home. Let me show you. Bah! Now, what if I were to tell you that right this very moment, you have full, unrestrained access to my archive account? And that means that you have full access to almost 400 items. I'm talking Laserdisc, manga, doujins, art books, game guides, soundtracks, Settei design sheets, Ganga animation, and loads upon loads of Joshi Pro Wrestle in action. But don't stop there. Hell, that's not even the tip of the iceberg. Because you see, all of this right now, that's the archive for you to enjoy for free, no fees, no registration required. And if you're saying to yourself, Wiz, that's too good to be true, it can't possibly be so. Well, it is. And you better buckle up and strap on in, because I'm going to keep frying them noodles. Because you see, I'm also rocking Battle Angel Alita, Anna Green Gables, Berserk, Bastard, Battle Athletes, Desert Rose, Demon City Shinjuku. I got Commando, Crusher Joe, Dangayo, Cyber City, Oedo, Burns Up, Cat's Eye City Hunter, Dirty Pear, Saigon, Lilycat, Battletech, and 7 volumes of Joshi Pro Wrestling Grand Prix. And if you think that's cool, wait until you hear this. How about Revolutionary Girl Utena,
Space Adventure Cobra, Dragon's Heaven, Fatal Fury, Future Boy Conan, and a boatload of Mobile Suit Gundam. Let me ask you this. Y'all like Metal Fighter Miku? Cause I sure do. I got the Settei production sheets. I got the Genga animation collection. I own it on VHS, and you bet your ass I got it on Laserdisc. And if you think I'm out of steam, well, sit down and hang tight, cause I'm just getting warmed up. I've got Perfect Blue, Miroku, and Sailor Moon, Venus Wars, Ninja Scroll, Trigun, Princess Nine, Suchi Pie, and even Jungle Day Eco. Y'all like Studio Ghibli? Well, you're in luck, cause I'm pretty sure I got all their films on Laserdisc. I've got beloved classics such as Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo, Lodoss War, Angel Egg, Slam Dunk, Cowboy Bebop, Lupin the Third, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm rocking Slayers, Wannabes, MD Geist, Urotsuki Doji, and even Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I got Getter Robo, Giant Robo, and even Giant Gorg. I got Macross, Macross 2, Macross 7, Macross Plus, Macross Flashback, and you bet your ass I got Do You Remember Love. And in case you were wondering, hell, I also have a fashionable judo girl, Yawara, along with Zillion, Tank Police, Street Fighter, Transformers, and Space Battleship Yamato. And if you weren't already aware, I'd like you to know that I'm also responsible for single-handedly preserving, restoring, and archiving no more than over 30 volumes of never-before-seen Japanese manga. Just to name a few titles, I've got Ayane's Hot Kick, Wrestle Angels, Rumble Roses, Blizzard, Yuki, and what is arguably the single most bodacious, most raw, most invigorating, most exquisite depiction of Joshi Pro Wrestling on this planet. I'm talking Haru Kanaro Ring, baby, by none other than Keigo Nakamura.
Well, I don't know about you, y'all, but I think I'm ready to saddle up and get on out of here. But before I do, I just want to give a very heartfelt thanks to all you viewers, my fans, my friends, my comrades, Nakama, and to my fellow archivists. I appreciate you. And it's only because of y'all that this video got made. If it weren't for the fact that every one of you been supporting, encouraging, and investing yourselves in this niche, whack-ass trade of mine, I don't think I would have ever thought that this video could have been made. And I really hope that this video has proven helpful and given you a better understanding of what goes into this whole archiving jazz. And if you happen to have some comments, complaints, concerns, or questions, feel free to drop some comments. For all y'all that want to stay up to date and find out what the latest and greatest is in the anime archive, you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and of course, Internet Archive. And before I forget, I want to give a very big shout out to some notable archivists that I really respect and admire. Those being Settei Dreams, Studio OZ Kai, Retro Anime Chris, aka the Darth Angler. They are some mighty fine folks, and you definitely ought to check them out. I'll be sure to post them down in the description below. Now, as far as what the future has in store, well, let's slow down and hit the brakes, because, quite frankly, I wanna chill out and take it easy, because this video took a lot out of me, man. I'm tuckered out. But if there happens to be some interest and excitement and a desire for more, well, we got some avenues that we can still explore. See, there's a few things left in the Laserdisc business that I'd like to talk about. And what I'd really love to sink my teeth into is paper material. Comics, dojins, magazines, and all that jazz. Because that's a whole different kind of ballgame. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what the future has in store. But in the meantime, I want y'all to stay cool, keep frosty, and stay awesome. I'm Wiz Kaleb, the archive hunter, laziness aficionado, animaniac, Joshi pro wrestling fanatic, the amateur gangster rapper, and sometimes an occasional artist. I'm checking out, but I'll see you around. Toodles!